In the spirit of Sabka Saath. One second. Let Mr. Gupta also just respond. Yes, Mr. Gupta, your initial thoughts. Why can't we all live together with all our angularities, with all our customs? Yeah, fine, adjust a little bit. You know, there's that famous advertisement, adjust. Let's adjust, let everybody adjust. It's all Sabka Saath. We need to be good friends. And what's 10 minutes in anyone's life?
Rahul, earlier this year in Delhi's Uttam Nagar, a boy named Tarun, 26-year-old, was killed. His sister, younger sister, all of 11 years old, committed the heinous crime of throwing a water balloon at a lady walking by, a lady who was a Muslim. A mob then descended on that little girl's house and killed her brother Tarun. So anyone who's sermonizing over coexistence, let's talk about specific cases. Let's not delve into rhetorics. There are cases where a Hindu procession, a Ram Navami procession, has been showered with stones because they happen to pass through a Muslim area. Where is the logic of coexistence then? Where were all these people from all corners of India when Tarun was killed in Delhi, the national capital, only because his 11-year-old sister committed the heinous crime of throwing a water balloon by mistake? She did not intend to, by mistake, on a lady walking by. First point about coexistence. Number two, someone said about the Supreme Court and law should be equal for all. Rahul, come on, this is a country where Hindus have waited for 500 years and more than 75 years of independence to have their Ram Mandir constructed. They went through the law. The Hindus do not need sermonizing that you need to go through the law and you need to understand that law is equal for all. When the Ram Mandir was in a tent, people did not say that the space is less here, we need to occupy a road, that the space is not good enough for our Ram Lalla, who we believe was born here hundreds and hundreds of years ago, so we'll occupy a certain area of Ayodhya. No one thought like that. Everyone went through the law. So where is this question of law coming up? Even then, point number three, this is a country where Hindus every single year on Diwali are told by the respective state governments and the Supreme Court sometimes, you cannot burst crackers. This is the 2-hour window when you can burst crackers. This is the 20 minutes when you can burst crackers. This is the fine you'll be imposed with if you burst crackers. Where are all these people from the Samajwadi and other opposition parties? Why don't they ever come out and say, oh, it's only a matter of 2 hours? It's all about coexistence. Why aren't you allowing our Hindu brothers and sisters to celebrate the festival as they wish to? And even today, what these chief ministers have said is nothing wrong. They are saying you cannot occupy public property for religious purposes. And that is how the law is. Even people who burst crackers, they're not bursting them in the middle of the road and blocking traffic. Even people who play Holi for all the sermons they're given on water conservation are not blocking roads. Tell me one festival in any other community in India, not just Hindus, Sikh, Christian, Parsis, Buddhists, Jains, that occupy roads. This is about the law. Somehow we have made it about who's allowed to celebrate their festival. Every single Muslim in India is allowed to celebrate their festival. No one can take that right away from them. But also no one can give them the right to occupy public property in the name of coexistence, because in that same coexistence, I see a young boy getting killed in Delhi only because a Muslim mob descended on his house for a water balloon, Rahul. So don't give me this lecture about coexistence. I'm sorry. I think the appeasement politics, and you define it very well, Rahul, religious exceptionalism, that needs to come to an end.
There has been a culture of religious exceptionalism.